program. Let's go back to Abdunjai on the new 5-year mandate handed to His Excellency Sir Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya Jammeh.
They have come by the thousand to fill every section of the stadium. With them are the leaders of Sierra Leone, Senegal, and the Islamic Republic of Mauritania, as well as dozens of other delegates representing various governments and institutions around the world. There too were the mother of the president, Her Excellency Adja Assombi Bojang, the former president of the Gambia, Sadauda Kairaba Jawara, and former Nigeria's president Olusegun Obasanjo. They too, as witnesses, were in the midst of it all, to watch the president, who was duly elected in the November polls, make a historic entry into the stadium for his swearing-in ceremony. The siren from his motorcade then bellowed beneath the voices of reception as they give him a standing ovation in honor of the day. Its rarity comes into play with special cultural series set aside to perform the rites of installation. It was done in accordance with the Jola tradition, and it paved the way for the president's inauguration.
I, Yahya Abdulaziz Jamus Junkung Jammeh.
I, Yahya Abdulaziz Jamus Junkung Jammeh.
Do swear. That I will be faithful and bear true allegiance.
That I will be faithful and bear true allegiance.
To the Republic of the Gambia according to law.
To the Republic of the Gambia according to law.
So help me God.
So help me God.
His fourth mandate officially begins, and with it he stood to deliver his address on the theme, Gambians United to Build an Economic Superpower.
It must be appreciated that in our context, being an economic superpower connotes being a great nation of dignified and self-dependent people, guided by sublime and divine values, people who are proud of being what they are, that is, Gambians. This implies further being Gambians that are politically, socially, morally, and psychologically, and of course, above all, economically independent and able to live by our principles, sustained by our resources, and setting our own standards and looking up only to the Almighty Allah.
In a 26-page document, the Gambian leader spelled out his vision for a future that will reflect the monumental election victory that gave him his fourth mandate.
This is not a victory for me or the APRC alone, but a victory for the patriotic, progressive, development-oriented good people of this country. It is a victory for solidarity, peace, security, progress, and socio-economic development. In consequence, my tenure of office will continue to eclipse and neutralize all forms of sectarianism and will be marked by the full participation of all of us, patriotic and progressive Gambians.
He spoke of his determination to scale up development efforts as necessitated by the launch of the comprehensive national document called the Program for Accelerated Growth and Employment, which aims, among other things, to accelerate and sustain economic growth and eliminate poverty.
To attain and sustain all the envisioned outcomes, the page also focuses prominently on intense human capital development for employability, with corresponding and carefully targeted health service interventions crafted to nurture a healthy populace.
But this calls for further reforms of sectors that are key to maintaining growth and advancement. To this end, he said his government will undertake such measures to make the growth sectors more vibrant.
The agriculture sector, for example, will have to exploit the advantages that go with existing technologies to transform its characteristically traditional modes of production and align their interventions with modern developments and predetermined outputs.
On security, he expressed his resolve to boost the security services to meet current challenges that comes with protecting our borders. However, the main composition of his inaugural address is on education, with 2012 being of particular importance to his government's quest for innovation.
In this direction, the full and sustainable electrification of all communities in the Gambia is indispensable. As we require digital communities capable of contributing to a knowledge-based economy and society, science and technology will dictate our pace of development. Let me seize this opportunity, therefore, to declare 2012 the year of science, technology, and innovation.
It is a new beginning for a nation that has already witnessed just much. But in keeping with its development record for the past 17 years, the President is not relenting and expects nothing less from the Gambian people. For nation building is so huge a task for the dragon of feet. Abdinjai, GRTS.
That's Weekend Spectrum. Thanks for watching and join us next weekend for a brand new edition of the program.
Go discover the smiling coast of Africa. Go discover the smiling coast of Africa.
I do not want to have development and it's not sustainable. And the only way you can have development is for there to be peace and security. And the only way you can sustain what has been developed so far and make it useful to the people also is ensuring peace and security.